Welcome to Quality Branding Hub. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a very important topic, which is the soundness of cement. Cement is the main ingredient of the concrete. If the cement property is not the proper, then our concrete will not be as per our requirement. So one of the cement properties is that soundness of cement. So today we will discuss about the soundness of cement. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So today's topic is soundness of cement. Now, cement is the main ingredient of the concrete. Now it is today's concrete compaction construction world, we cannot think a project without the concrete, and cement is the main ingredient. So the cement property must be as per the requirement of the concrete or the as per requirement of the project specification. If the cement property is not as per the requirement, then we cannot get the concrete as per the requirement. So there are different properties of the properties is the soundness, another is fineness, and another things I have discussed in bit details about the properties of the cement. You can check the link on the description, you will get the full information. But today we will concentrate about the soundness of the cement. So if the cement is unsound, then our concrete will also be unsound. We will not get the cement concrete as per requirement. So what is the definition of soundness? Soundness of cement refers to its ability to retain its volume after setting, ensuring no delayed expansion or cracking in concrete. So this is a very much important property, because when the hydration processes takes place, so there is a very complex chemical composition is happening, and that is also heat is generating, and also there is the chances of the changes of the volume. So this volume changes property defined as per the soundness. It's the ability to retain its volume. So it is the main properties that it will retain the volume, so there will be no cracking or there will be no degeneration of the is the ability to change the volume so that it will not deteriorate the strength and the durability. Now, if cement is unsound, what will happen? It can cause a structural failure due to expansive. So, if there is volume changes, what will happen? Cracks will generate. And the cracks will generate, the stress will generate, and the concrete will deteriorate. And whenever the cracks is generated, the chemical ion, there's chloride, sulfide, water, carbon dioxide, that all will penetrate inside the concrete, and our concrete will deteriorate. So that is why this soundness property is very much important to get the right kind of concrete and the durable concrete. So what is the importance of soundness? That it is ensuring long-term durability of structure, that I already discussed. We are not constructing a project or a concrete for the no 1 days, 2 days, or for the few years. It's a long term. That is why it needs to ensure the durability of the structure, and this prevents cracking, wrapping, and disintegration of concrete, that I will discuss. If there is a volume is changing and there is a expansion, then there is a cracking, spalling, and everything will happen. So if the concrete is sound, then or the cement is sound cement, then this will not happen, and it helps in quality control during cement manufacturing. So this is a manufacturing process also. Whenever we are doing manufacturing the cement, that should be, we are keeping in mind that our concrete should be a sound concrete. So in order to get that one, our cement should be sound cement. So that is why the it helped to during the manufacturing. And what is the IS code preference? IS 4031 part 3, methods of physical test for hydraulic cement. The soundness test we are determining as per ISO 1403 and 261 2015, the specification of ordinary Portland cement. Now, these are the first part. The second part is causes of unsoundness in cement. Is the causes of unsoundness in cement. Now, why this unsoundness can happen in the concrete or the cement? Because already we discussed that soundness is the properties to retain the volume, or it is resist the expansion of the cement when it is start the reaction or the hydration is taking place. But why it is happening, that we want to know. So there is the three causes, that free lime or the calcium content. Unhydrated free lime reacts with water over time, leading to expansion and crack. So if there is a free lime present, then it can react with the concrete and react with the water, and it can leading to expansion and cracks. Then high lime contact in poorly burned clinker causes unsound cement. So whenever this cement is manufacturing, these all the properties we need to take care. Then excessive magnesia or the magnesium oxide. This magnesia in cement should be as per IS 269 2015. I have already discussed in details in another video what is the properties to be for the cement or the OPC cement. Link is there or in the description. Please check. You will get the full information about the what are the properties of the OPC cement. So these should be as per 269. If the excessive magnesium is there, it hydrates slowly, causing delayed expansion and surface cracking. So hydration, if the magnesia is there, then it will slow down the process and causing delayed expansion and surface cracking. So these are all about the volume changes. If the volume changes is not the proper, or it's then the unsound concrete will happen, and there is the cracking and spalling can happen. Another things can happen because the sulfate content, that SO3, this is excessive sulfate react with C3A, that is tricalcium aluminate, one of the major component of the cement, and leading to sulfate attack and volume instability. So soundness is all about the volume. So if the volume is unstable or the expansion is taking place, then again the cracks will generate it. And these are not of the strength or the durability also concerned. If there is a crack, what will happen? As I discussed, the all the chloride will ion in penetrate and it will corrode the steel. Sulfate will crack penetrate inside the concrete, and it will react with the concrete, and astringent will form. Then again carbon dioxide, then calcium carbon dioxide, then again the pH will be reduces, and again the carbon induced corrosion will happen. So these are the causes of the unsound. These are free lime content, excessive magnesia, and the sulfate content. So what we discussed, that we already discussed that what is definition of soundness, what is the importance, what is the IS code preference, and what is the causes of cement. Now, what is the standard method of determination soundness of cement? As discussed, that is a le-chatelier test for free lime expansion, and or another is autoclave expansion for magnesia expansion. So what is the procedure? Procedure is mentioned in as per IS 4031 in part 3. This is the code for the determination of soundness of the cement. Now we need to know what is the acceptance criteria of the soundness of the properties of the cement. That is given, I have discussed for the IS 269 for the OPC, but for the other cement, there are other code, and this other code also given what is the properties or the what is the maximum acceptance criteria for the soundness of the cement. So here it is the physical requirements of the ordinary Portland cement in table 3 IS 269. Here these properties is given the fineness, soundness, setting time, compressive strength. But today we are discussing about only the soundness. So there are two methods as I will discuss, by le-chatelier method and by autoclave expansion method. So what will be the acceptance criteria? What will be the maximum percentage? See here it is saying if it is by le-chatelier method, that is 10, and if it is by autoclave expansion, then it is 0.8. See here it is all grade. There are different 5 grades of the OPC. OPC 33, 43, 43S, 53 and 53S. Here you can say for all grade is 10, 10, 10, 10, but for OPC 53 years, it is coming 5, this maximum. And for the autoclave test expansion, this 0.8, 0.8, 0.8, and 0.8 for the all. So autoclave expansion also, we need to know what will be the autoclave expansion. Now, what the next part is, this is the acceptance criteria. So next, we have already covered the acceptance criteria also, because whenever we are choosing our cement for our concrete, this soundness property is very much important. If it is neglected or is overlooked, that may be causes the concrete durability, the concrete structure. So what is the effect of soundness in the concrete property? That we need to know. First, it will affect on strength and durability. And what is strength? That all we know that what is the compressive strength of the concrete. That is, we stand for M40, M45, M40, 50, whatever. So if my design is for M50, that means I need the concrete grade for M50, that is 50 MPa. But if my other criteria or other properties of the cement, aggregate, sand, everything is in place. But if the soundness is not as per the requirement of the IS code, then there will be a problem in the strength, because the volume will change and the cracks will generate and the strength and durability will be a concern. So unsound cement leads to crack and surface failure of the concrete. And sound cement ensures high strength and stability of the structure. So that is why it is our primary duty or responsibilities that whenever we are selecting any kind of cement for our concrete, we need to choose the soundness also, as well as other properties. Not that the other properties, but to, as we are discussing today, only the soundness. That is why I'm saying that soundness is very much important. If we are overlook or neglect, our concrete will be a problem. Then workability and setting time. Then excessive pre-lime can cause rapid setting. That is also harmful. Excessive magnesia can cause low strength gain and delayed expansion. That is also harmful for our concrete, because if the delayed expansion, then again there will be a cracks. Because if there is expansion inside the concrete, stress is generated and there will be a crack. And if the crack is there, that means strength and durability is the problem. And what can take an example for that? That if a cement batch has less greater than 0.8% autoclave expansion, already discussed, I see that here it is a 0.8% is the maximum. If it is greater than 0.8, then concrete slabs may crack after a few months due to delayed expansion. So we are getting the strength, Q strength we will get, but after sometimes it will expand and there will be a delayed expansion and there will be a cracks. And if there is a crack, our concrete will be a problem. So these are all about the soundness of the cement. So what we discuss: introduction, causes of soundness, standard method of soundness testing, acceptance criteria, and effects of soundness on concrete properties. And I hope you found it useful. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. And I'm waiting for your valuable comments. From your valuable comment, everybody will be benefited. And if you want to know anything more about quality control and construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this. And thank you once again for watching me.